Pinterest versus Instagram for authors. What actually works? That's what we're talking about today. I'm Melissa, and this is Bourbon and Books. Thanks for being here. All right, so today let's talk about Instagram versus Pinterest. If you have ever wondered whether you should be putting your energy into one or the other, this video is definitely for you. I have been experimenting on both platforms for such a long time. My big takeaway is that one of them, guess which one, gives me more return on my effort than the other. And that's amazing. Here's the truth. Instagram is flashy, fast-paced, and fun, but it is also so exhausting. Pinterest, on the other hand, is just quiet. It's a powerhouse. It's not social media. I have a video about that, so watch that video if you're wanting to know why it's not social media. The fact is that it is a virtual search engine. That is the huge difference that changes everything between Pinterest and Instagram. First, let's look at the platform's purpose. Let's break it down. Instagram is a social networking platform. It is designed to keep you scrolling and engaged with the content of that very moment. It is built around engagement metrics like likes and comments and shares. Pinterest, on the other hand, is all about discovery. It is designed for search, for saving ideas, for planning future actions. Pins last for months and even sometimes for years, and they drive traffic back to your website, to your books, to your book page, to your newsletter opt-in, to your Amazon page, to wherever it is you want to send people. That is where Pinterest is directing them. I like to think of Pinterest as the introverts, or the ambivert, in my case, marketing tool. The best part is that it does not demand daily interaction, which to me is huge. Despite that, it does build momentum in the background. Let's talk about author goals. If you look at this through the lens of what we want as authors, we want visibility, we want discoverability, we want readers to buy our books and join our email list, which is our biggest selling tool. Ask yourself this: does it make more sense to constantly feed the algorithm beast on Instagram, or to create evergreen content that builds over time on Pinterest? I think the latter. One of my book pins from 3 months ago is still getting clicks every single week. I have pins that I put up last October that are starting to get clicks again now as we are leaning into fall. Instagram posts from the same day or from that time period, they are buried in the scroll and long gone. What about time and energy? Okay, well, let's look at that. Instagram wants you to post consistently. Reels, stories, carousels, engagement. When I was full in on Instagram, I felt like it could have been a full-time job. I could and easily did spend hours doing all of the Instagram things. Pinterest, I found, operates very differently. It does want consistency, but once you get your system in place and you understand what to pin and when, it is 100% batchable and schedulable. I batch weekly or even a month's worth of pins sometimes in one sitting. And again, I don't have to be on there engaging and commenting. So it is such a win. My writing time, as I'm sure is yours, is precious. I juggle a lot of things. If you're watching this, I imagine that you do too. Pinterest, you guys, respects that. It works while we sleep, and it doesn't demand our constant attention. That means it frees up a whole bunch of time for me, for you, to do all of the other things that we would rather be doing, like writing. I'm working on writing my latest novel. That's what I want to be doing, not spending my time on social media. Here's another key difference: the algorithm behavior. It's all in the algorithm. Instagram's algorithm favors what is called recency. That means it is looking for what is new, what is hot, what is now. Pinterest, on the other hand, favors what is called relevance. So if someone searches cozy mystery books or witchy fiction or best writing prompts, your pin can show up even if it is months old. And that is because Pinterest is keyword driven. Again, watch that other video about why and how Pinterest is not social media. The more you learn to speak Pinterest and understand basic SEO, the more it rewards you. And if you are thinking, oh my God, I have to be a tech wizard, I don't even know what SEO is, or I don't want to do that, relax, it's okay. You don't have to be a tech wizard. It just takes a couple of things: understanding keywords, quality images, and strategic descriptions. That's it. If you can understand these things, you are set. I do walk through all of these in my full course, just FYI. We also want to look at audience behavior. Instagram users scroll. Pinterest users search. That is a huge difference. It is monumental. If someone is searching for fall fiction books or enemies to lovers fantasy novels, for example, on Pinterest, they are ready to act. They want to save. They want to click and buy. They're looking for solutions. They're planning to click. That is their intent, and intent is the difference between new readers discovering you and you selling books and not, those things not happening. So your goal on Pinterest is very achievable, and it is to meet readers right at that moment with what they're searching for. Now, I use a hybrid approach. I am not suggesting that you ditch Instagram altogether. I get that question a lot, and the answer is no, absolutely not. I still use it for community and for connection and for brand personality. Especially now, I'm gearing up a little bit more on Instagram as I'm building awareness of a new pen name I have, Ivy Cassidy, and an upcoming book release, The House of Spells and Secrets. But I don't rely on Instagram to sell my books or to grow my traffic. That is what Pinterest is for. It's about balance, and you can definitely use Instagram to engage, but I suggest using Pinterest to grow. That is what it is built for. When I first got serious about Pinterest, I saw more traffic to my website in 6 weeks than I had in 6 months on Instagram, probably more. I'm talking about clicks to freebie opt-ins, my book pages, my newsletter sign up, and my course, of course. I'm also talking about book sales. The stats are on my WordPress and my KDP dashboards. I'll share those in a different video. Pinterest works on autopilot. That's the bottom line. And that's the kind of marketing I need in my life. I need something that is going to work for me and that's going to have visible, provable results. So you guys, if you are tired of feeling like you have to be everywhere all the time, I get that. I have been there. I have lived that. And I felt like I was losing my mind. And that's why I really encourage you to try Pinterest. Try Pinterest. It's more intentional. It's more sustainable. It's a great way of marketing. So start by downloading my free signals checklist. It's down below to see what Pinterest really pays attention to. That is like your intro to SEO, and that's all that you need to know about that. If you want the full strategy, you do know where to go. Pinterest Power for Authors. It's open now, and that link is below. The bottom line is, if you pin smart, you get to write more, and that is our goal. As authors, that's what we want to do. Let me know in the comments if you've tried Pinterest yet. What has worked, or what has confused you, or what are your general feelings there? And please remember to like and subscribe. Share this with your writing besties who are burned out on Instagram, who are looking for something different, because Pinterest could be the answer. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time on Bourbon and Books. Until then, happy pinning and happy writing.